Good morning. This is Kim, Verse Mapping e-group leader. I am coming on and sending you out this video just to go over the verse mapping template that I sent out and a couple of the websites. I want to just go through that real quick before I start work. So I am going to share my screen. Okay, so this is the template, and we're going to review 1 Kings 11:39. Okay, so I don't know why this is doing that. Sorry about that. Um, Hoping you guys can hear me. Um, okay, so I sent out the template. I'm reviewing. It's the first question is write your verse in your favorite translation. I'm using the NIV for this particular one, First Kings 11:39, right? Let's go ahead and start with the um, Bible Gateway. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Bible Gateway 11:39. My glasses on. I'm holding it in my air hand, and search. Okay, and so let's take all this off for now. We'll come back to that. We'll leave the verse there. Okay. Um, and so with Bible Gateway, it is a free website. You can also have Bible Gateway Plus, which would give you different commentaries, study notes, study tools that you can use. I'm kind of stuck on Bible Gateway. I go ahead and pay that $4 a month, or you can pay it up for the year, or you can use the free one. You're not obligated. I don't like all the ads because I get distracted. So in the Bible Gateway, it states, I will make sure you can see this. Move that out the way. I'm gonna make this a little larger so you can see. Yeah, I got it on 90. You can't see that, right? Okay, can you see that a little better? Yeah. NIV version. I will humble David's descendant because of this, but not forever. So you put that verse in there. You choose whichever um, translation you want to start with here, and you just click search, and it will come up. Now, if you want that side by side, with a different translation. My second one I chose was the New American Standard. It will automatically come up. You can go ahead and change that translation if you like. And then it says, so I will oppress the descendants of David for this, but not always. And you can use as many as you want. Okay. With Bible Hub, you can do the same thing. So we basically, even though I already placed it in, let's go ahead and do it again. Um, just leave it there. You put in, no, let's put in first Kings. We're doing 11:39. Go ahead and do that search, right? And it will come up. And we can do, if you want to do the NIV version for it, then we have to go all the way down, or we can do the NIV and let's see, we did 11. Can we do it like that with the, let's try it. Since I'm on the NIV, First Kings 11:39. Let's see if it'll come up individually. Work with me here. Work with me. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it starts off with the NIV, and you will have all the other translations, whichever one you want to use. Okay, you will then go ahead and pull up you again go ahead and write your verse down. Okay, I will humble David's descendants because of this, but not forever. Okay, he is talking to someone. I'll review that in another video that I'm going to send you. The key words: humble, descendant, not forever. That's what I chose. Okay, those were the key words to me. You may do a verse and your keywords may not be the same that I choose, and that's perfectly okay. God may be telling you something else, and we will share with each other. Okay, then the design is the other translation. So you would basically go ahead and type in or write in your other translations that you used. I went ahead and did the King James Version, and I will, for this, afflict the seed of David, but not forever. I also did the NLT, because of Solomon's sin, I will punish the descendants of David. And something is missing there. Though not forever, okay, because I made it larger. So, and so that's for the design, the other translation. Then you will go down to number 3 is development. What is the Hebrew or Greek? Old Testament, the Old Testament is Greek, is Hebrew. The New Testament is Greek. So we are in the Old Testament. We will always be looking at the Hebrew translation. If you are familiar with the Strongs, you can use your Strong's book if you like, or you can go ahead and use the website. There are times when I use both, and I have stuff scattered all over the place. You can't see the books over here on the side. But yeah, use what you use. And the websites I'm showing you, if you have other websites that you use, go ahead and share those, okay, with others. You're not obligated to use what I'm showing you. Okay. So the development, what is the Hebrew meaning on the underlying phrase or words that I use? So then we would go ahead and we would, let's start with the Bible Gateway. No, that's Bible Hub. And you click on the Hebrew, right, in that verse, and it will come up. Okay. And the Strong's number, you can always check it with your Strong's, is 6031. We may go through that just a little bit in another video for those who are not familiar with the Strong Concordance. Okay, there are several times, and I think I'll show you those. Not that you have to use it, but just so that you know it is also on it is online on the internet. But sometimes I like a hard book. Never know when the internet may go down. Just never know. Okay, so then, and the word I used was the phrase afflict. Just do this one. You would go ahead and click on that Strong's number, right? And it will bring it to you. And the meaning of it in this context, okay? And it says to be put down or become low, right? To be depressed, downcast, be afflicted, to humble oneself, okay, and mishandle. And so those are some of the definitions for that one in the Bible Hub. You also have the Blue Letter Bible. Excuse me. You can also look up verse in the Blue Letter Bible. Just go ahead. It's a little more comprehensive sometimes. It can be a little intimidating if you haven't used it at first, but continue to use it and then you'll sweep right through it. So I'll go ahead. I don't know if I did this or not. You would put in and search for First Kings. I think I already brought it up, right? Yeah, 11:39. And it will bring you different verses. You can click to, let me make sure you can see this. Yeah, you can click um, up on the little arrow here next to it and bring any type of translation you want. We're going to go ahead and use that King James Version. Again, you already have all your translations. We're going to look for the Hebrew. You would click on, again in here, I will, right? But we're not looking for I will. I'm looking for afflict. So we'll go ahead and click on again. You have the Strong's 6031. They should always be the same number if we're looking at the same verse. Remember, some words may be different meaning in a different verse. Okay, so this number is for this particular verse. And so we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and click on that. I'm going to bring it up in a different tab. And then you will see that it's the verb. This is it, how you would say it in Hebrew. Let's go ahead and bring that in.
Strong's H, 6031. Anah.
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 Anah. Okay, if you just wanted to, get your Hebrew together, it'll give you that. But going down, you have your different meanings for this particular verse. To afflict, to oppress, humble, be afflicted, be bowed down, okay, to be put down, to be afflicted. I think I did a video on all of these little things, but that's not new, the quail, the nipple, but that's if you're getting really deep into your study. You can always look those up. But these are basically the meaning in Hebrew for this particular verse. So I think we do it also in Bible Gateway. You would have to have the plus for this, okay? And then you would click on the reverse interlinear, and then it would bring up each one. So for the King James, I will humble, it's the Anna, you clicked on it, and then it will give you what that meaning is. We figured out that that's what it was. Where did I have the meaning? Right, here it is. In Hebrew, when we looked at Bible Gateway, right? And so then again, when we looked at Blue Letter Bible, then when we go to Bible Gateway, we see that's where it is. I already clicked on it, and it's to be afflicted, to stoop down, to be afflicted, to humble, to oppress. And so then you would go ahead and, did we try all of them? Yes. You would go ahead and take those meanings and put them under your development. You do the same thing for every word that you underline. Okay, you can, like I said, I don't know if I said or not, if you wanted to use the dictionary, again, use the dictionary that is on one of the websites. Do not use Webster. We want the Bible dictionary. We don't want man's interpretation. Okay, so if you feel like you wanted to use a dictionary, there are dictionaries on each one of these sites where you can basically look it up if you want to go that route. Okay, go ahead and play around and see which one works for you, right? You can go ahead, here it is, dictionaries, and you have your different dictionaries, and you can look it up, the word up that way. Okay, the same thing with the Bible Gateway. I don't know if they have it for free. They may have it for free. Let's take this off so I can show you. Yeah, I think that's for free because this is the only one that has the plus. Let's take all this also I can see. Let's go back to study. Right. And you can use the different strolling down. I know the dictionary is in here somewhere. You got your leadership Bible, you have your encyclopedia, international commentary, Bible commentary. This is very good. I'm kind of using this one, putting this together. Um, Old Testament, Holy Notes, Matthew's. See, they have all of this. It'll say plus if it's not in, and then you have your dictionaries. Okay, so you have some of the dictionaries that's with plus and some that are free. And so you can go that route also if you choose. Okay, to start off. Again, we're going to do the first one together Monday when we meet. Let's bring this back over. I have this down here twice. Oh. Um, okay, and so we write down the meaning. Descendant, offsprings, children, not forever, days, lifetime in the Hebrew. Then we have the action. Okay, what action developed in the story? What is happening in the verse? To whom um, to whom? What is happening to whom? And so it is the prophet Ahijah is giving a message of the Lord to Jeroboam. You would know that once you read the whole chapter. That would be a couple of verses before. But in this particular verse, Ahijah, the prophet Ahijah, is giving a message of the Lord, from the Lord to Jeroboam, explaining why the Lord will punish Solomon because of his sin. Okay, so that's what's taking place. Okay, um, and then the outcome. What is God saying to me today, and how do I apply this to my life? Right? And so when I'm going back and I'm looking at the verse, I will humble David's descendants because of this, but not forever. Keywords: humble, descendants. We looking it up in different verses. Afflicted, punish. In the NLT, develop. Humble is used as God's agent. Humble, afflicted is used as God's agent.
Sometimes you don't need much.
Oh, excuse me. This is why.
What can I do?
I don't. Yeah. Sorry about that. That's the ad. I don't pay for Blue Letter, but I might start. You see how the ads just pop up on you like that? Again, see, made me lose my, see, I got distracted. Okay, humble, afflicted as a discipline, right? In Hebrew, God's agent, oppressed, humble. Descendant, seed, offspring, days, even lifetime. And so when I see what the Lord is saying to me about this, I wrote for me, okay, maybe saying something different to you, but I wrote, there are consequences of my sin that can carry over to generations. It can be generational sins, okay, as forever, right? And don't be depressed by that. God sent promises. Okay, he sent the prophets to warn them. He also sent the prophets to encourage them. So we don't have to keep these generational sins from some of the sins that we did that passed on. They can be forgiven. And we'll get into some of that. Okay, that's why you hear people say, pray for your past sin, pray for generational curses and whatnot. But that is just a brief summary of the verse mapping. Okay, shouldn't take that long. It's not something that should take like a few hours. Just go ahead, choose a verse that comes out at you. And for the beginning, we're all going to be um, doing the same verse together. But as we move on, I also encourage you to choose a verse on your own and go ahead and verse map and see what the Lord is telling you. Okay, I'm going to send out another video after I get off of work on the homework questions. They're not that bad. It's basically 3 questions, really. What is the text saying? What does it mean? What is it saying to you? And we'll go over that just a little bit. You can use a notebook, kind of take a paper. I guess I should get a clean piece of paper. Whoa, I gotta put paper in my printer. You can use a notebook. You don't need nothing fancy. You can get something from the dollar store. If you have a journal, you want to use that. I would say get a notebook because you're going to be doing a lot of writing. We have a lot of chapters in here. Take your notebook, fold it in half, right? Say this was a notebook. I know I have a notebook somewhere, but I'm just using some paper. You can always take some printer paper too and tape it together. And you would go ahead. What is the text saying? You just want the facts. We'll go over this again. What does it mean? And then you'll fold it over. What is it saying to me? And I'll go over that a little bit. We'll use an example for that a little later on. I'll send out another video. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. If we have anyone that was in our class prior to the essentials and you have any comments, anything to add, go ahead and post it in the chat. Please continue to look at the chat every day. There may be times when I may post a question, not particularly for you to answer or homework, but just to get you thinking about that chapter. Don't be overwhelmed if you are not familiar with 1 Kings, the beginning of Solomon's, David's death and Solomon's. I'm going to send out a video and we're going to review it. I'm going to send out the covenants that the Lord made with his people. Okay, you had the Mosaic and you have the covenant with David. Okay, those are important covenants that will be used throughout the book of 1st and 2nd Kings. So I'm going to send those out to you. You can go ahead and cut it out, stick it on the wall, because you're going to always be going back. Oh, they shouldn't have did that because the Lord told them not to do that. Okay. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, email me. I'm an email person. I work over in that corner. I check my email constantly, or you can put it in chat and one of our other members may, be able to help you with that. And that's it. So I'm excited for the new sisters that we have coming to the group. I'm missing some of the other members that didn't join us for Essential, but you are coming back for the Book of Kings. Miss you. And our other members excited about moving back to Kings. Okay, so everyone have a blessed day. Much love. And I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.